right, so we're gonna try ordering a Waymo and see how that service is. The first time I've done Waymo, so we'll look for it. I just ordered it on my phone app and we'll wait for it to get here. So you order it just like you would an Uber, kind of tell it where you want to go and you tell it your current location. And then it calls for a car, and then it tells me that it'll be here in about 6 minutes. So we'll pick it up once it gets here. Okay, and here it is. Don't know if you can see the app, but there's the confirmation of pickup. So confirm pickup. Update trip. All right, and then so there it is. It says see you in 6 minutes. The car waits for 5 minutes. And then the car details show up 3 minutes before pickup. So I don't know if it's because of the part of town I'm in, but it's a little out of the way, but I'm in the right spot. So we'll see what happens once the car gets here. Okay, it just popped an alert, said the car is 3 minutes away. So I think it's almost here. It looks like it's gonna come around the corner over there. All right, I just noticed that you've got to unlock the car with the app once it arrives, so that's interesting. So it's still making its way over to me. So I'm standing here in front of a bus stop, so I guess it's allowed to sit at the bus stop. So it's making the turn and it should be here shortly. It's got a lot of one-way streets, so now it says 1 minute or less. There you see there went one, but that wasn't mine. Mine is almost here, but that's so interesting that it just drives by like that. And there it goes. I will say it seems like the pickup isn't quite accurate because it says it's like 1 minute away, and it feels like it's been longer than that. So it's not quite as accurate maybe as an Uber, because it feels like it's been stopped at that light for a really long time. We'll see how it does when it gets here and there's a little less traffic, but I think it gets stuck because I haven't seen it move from that location in a little bit. But we'll keep monitoring it. Okay, and it looks like it says it's coming around the corner right now. It says it's arriving. Oh, and there it is. That is so interesting. All right. Almost here, and let's see. All right, unlock the car here. How do I unlock the car? It says it's arriving. Okay, it's not working. Let's see if I can open it now. Unlock. Okay. Okay, so it took a little while to unlock the car, and now it says start ride. So we're gonna start, and it says slide. And now it's gonna start the ride.
Waymo. As we get going, just give us 1 minute to cover a few riding tips. This experience may feel futuristic, but the need to buckle up is the same as always. So keep your seatbelt fastened, please. If you're traveling with little ones.
Yep, buckling my seatbelt. Okay.
Please keep your seatbelt fastened and remain in the car unless there's an urgent need to exit. Rider support will connect with you and provide assistance. Finally, relax and thank you for riding with us.
Well, there was a bit of a hiccup to unlock the door. I think I was in between some buildings, so the GPS wasn't telling the car that I was at the pickup spot. Oh, you can see this cut us off there. And so I had to move further up the block a little bit. And once I did that, it was able to show that I was in the vicinity. And then on the app, there was a button that said unlock, and that unlocked the car because I was having trouble opening the car door. But once it did that, it it allowed me to open the car door and get in, and so it's showing me where I am on the route, on the car, and then it's showing me on the app too. And so here's the app. So it's just like an Uber, but it just doesn't have a driver. So I'm in this thing all by myself, nobody else in the car. So this is pretty darn wild. And here it goes, it's just taking off and driving itself. And you can see, yeah, no passenger, or no driver, sorry. And this is a Jaguar. I guess I could have sat in the driver's seat, which would have been pretty wild, but anyway, there's the car. I think this is a Jaguar E-Pace, and I've only ever seen them as Waymo cars. But it's been pretty interesting. Very impressed with the technology. It's very smooth. There's a couple of buttons here, so I can call support, or I can have it pull over. So if you get car sick or whatever, I guess you could have it pull over. And it did take a little while for it to arrive, but there's so many of these in the city, and I'm sure it was just the location I was in. It took a while to get the Waymo over to me. And it's pretty interesting to see these on the road when you're not inside one. So this is the first time I've been inside one and to try it out. So the cost is about the same as an Uber, and there's another Waymo right in front of us. It's kind of pretty wild to ride one of these. Same cost as an Uber. I'm going back to the same location I came over on, so this is a round trip. So my trip over on the Uber was $13, I think, and then on the way back on the Waymo, it's also telling me that it's about $13. Now this is interesting because it's actually might be cheaper than an Uber, because with Uber I've also got to tip my driver, but there's no driver on a Waymo. So, well, and there's like 4 of them right there. Look at that, like 4 or 5 of these. So there are a ton of these all over the city now. Now this one looks like it wants to turn right, so I wonder if the other Waymos are going to let him in. I don't know if they're connected or not. Oh, maybe not connected. So that one turned there. This one's, we're both signaling that we want to turn right, and there's an ambulance in front of us. So I wonder if that Waymo is going to cut us off inside. Decided to turn right, but we're gonna get behind this ambulance, so maybe not. Maybe it recognized the ambulance, and it turned. Okay. Wow, it navigates around traffic pretty good. A lot better than my Tesla. When I had the Tesla on full self-driving mode, it wasn't quite, wouldn't get around park traffic quite as naturally as the Waymo just did. So it feels like somebody's actually driving, because it goes around traffic, recognizes double parked cars. It's swerving a little bit, which is a little unnerving, trying to keep itself centered in the lanes. But otherwise it's pretty smooth experience. It sees when cars come in and it keeps signaling, but then not turning. So it's signaling again, but I don't see it actually changing lanes, but it says it wants to change lanes. And then I don't know if there's a way to control the temperature. But this Jaguar is pretty comfortable. I will say it's a very comfortable car. Very clean inside. I mean, there's hardly there's not even dirt on the ground. So it gets vacuumed out pretty regularly. I'll say it's probably cleaner than my own car. So you can see it's still wanting to signal, oh, and there it goes. So it changes lanes pretty smoothly, and it recognizes the cars. Man, it drives like me. It changes lanes all the time. So it just moved into this lane now. It was indicating that it wanted to go back into the right lane, but it now has decided to stay in this lane. So very interesting. This is my first time inside a Waymo self-driving car. I'll definitely do it again. If I was living in the city, probably do it more often. But technology is amazing. The fact that cars are able to self-drive nowadays, and that it's just able to just handle all of this by itself. Pretty wild. All right, so again, it accelerates pretty naturally. Very, you know, the Tesla, when it's on full self-driving, it sort of accelerates very quickly. So it puts you in the back of the seat, versus this is a more gradual process. And then that one, it kind of swerved into the lane a little bit. But the acceleration's very, very smooth. You can see there's a little bit of wear and tear on these vehicles. I think these Waymos have been around quite a while. I'm not sure what year this Jag is, and I'm not sure how many miles are on it. It's quite interesting. And you can fit 4 people in here, so I guess one person can sit in the driver's seat. But again, it makes sure that your hands are off the wheel if you're going to sit in the driver's seat. So you can sit in there. You can fit 4 people in this. But again, the person in the driver's seat, don't touch the pedals, don't touch the steering wheel, don't touch anything. You can see here is a moving truck, a lot of double parking. It's very impressive that it's able to do all of this while it's going through a yellow. Is able to do all of this with the type of traffic conditions that you have in San Francisco. So you have a lot of double parked cars, you have a lot of transit vehicles, there's ruts in the road, there's bicyclists, there's pedestrians, and the fact that it's able to just navigate all of that sort of seamlessly and act like a real person driving is quite impressive. I'm hoping they'll introduce this to more cities. Wonder what it detected there. It did sort of an emergency stop. But I mean, this is the middle of downtown San Francisco, notorious for difficulty in driving. You know, a lot of one-way streets, a lot of no turn on red. So the fact that the car knows all of this is really impressive. So almost getting to my drop-off point. So we're getting ready to end the ride pretty soon, but I am very impressed. I can't wait to try this again later on. I don't know if I get the opportunity to do so. It's been a long time since I've seen these cruising around on the road when I've come to San Francisco. Never had the opportunity to actually order one and try it out. So very excited that I was able to do that today and share it with all of you. So the next time anybody's in San Francisco, definitely encourage you to download the app and order one of these to try for yourself. Oh, this is interesting.
The doors will remain locked when we arrive. Pull the handle twice to exit.
Wow, made that left-hand turn, no problem.
The second opens the door.
Okay.
Don't forget your phone, keys, or wallet. There are more drop-off options in the app.
All right, and we are basically there. We will get off here.
The doors will remain locked when we arrive.
Okay.
Pull the handle twice to exit.
All right.
The first pull unlocks. The second opens the door.
Okay, so here we are. We're gonna hop off here.
You're here. Please make sure it's clear before exiting.
And we're exiting. All right, so just drop me off and away it goes to pick up another person. If you're enjoying these videos, please consider subscribing to the channel and to the newsletter using the links below. We'll share more tool buying tips, classic car and classic motorcycle project finds, some motorsport news, and maybe a wrenching tip or two.